On today's Mid-Mac Masterclass, we're going to give you 11 tips on how to become a better driver. So no matter how good you are as a driver, even if you've never had an accident, perhaps one of these 11 will lift up your game, even by a little bit. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Next to me, as always, Anna Marie Meyer, who I can vouch for. I've raced you on multiple occasions, never on the road, on a racetrack. And yeah, let's just say you are one damn good driver.
Okay, but that's not applicable to this, I think.
No, ma'am. We're not going to bring anything that we've seen on the racetrack on the road. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's give the people some value. Tip number 1, look further ahead.
You do want to do that, because if you're only going to watch the car in front of you, most probably not going to see what's going to happen in front of them.
So you need to see the accident that the car in front of you is going to have.
You need to at least check up to 3 minimum cars in front of you, because then you can see the brake lights.
Yeah. So,
and that's where most accidents happen. It's because people admit that I was really just looking at the guy in front of me.
Absolutely.
And by the time he hit his brake, it was just too late.
Leave a bigger gap. So we love going to the AMG Advanced Driving Academy. It's the thing that we love the most. We run competitions at work, and the winners of each department gets to go. But what I've seen there that really made an impact on me is they drive at 60 kilometers an hour, and then next to the track you stand where you think the car will stop. So everybody thinks the car will stop like 50 meters away from the point of braking, and everybody stands far. The car comes in at 60 kilometers an hour and it stops literally like there. So it's like a couple of meters. Then they ask you, what do you think the car will do at 120 kilometers an hour?
I think just to double it up.
I thought just double, maybe a bit more. And then once the car comes speeding past you at 120, it stops there, like a lot further. So, I mean, leave a bigger gap. That has got to be the most important thing when following a car. If you tailgate, some brands like to do that. They want to see, what radio stations you're playing inside your car. So you know which brand you are. So stop doing that. Leave a bigger gap.
Don't drive that brand.
Yeah, no, I love the brand. It's just some of the drivers, just ask me. I'll tell you which radio station I'm on. You don't need to go up close and look. But at least 3 car lengths minimum. Because when an incident occurs, maybe the car in front of you has better brakes than your car. Some of these new fancy cars have adaptive brakes, so whatever force you apply, the computer applies even more force to stop immediately, and then you're going to say, how's it from the back, and maybe drive into the car in front of you. So yeah, 3 cars, at least 3 cars ahead of you. Cool. Number 3. Use appropriate speed. Why am I laughing? Use the appropriate speed. So if it says 60, how fast should we be going?
60. I always stick to my speed limits.
You do?
Yeah. On the road, yes,
okay.
I do.
Okay, cool.
I try at least. I try. But I think that's what we're supposed to do. If it's 60, it's 60. It's 60 for a reason. If it's 120, there's a reason for it. Either it's a road that goes up a hill or around a corner, and it's just not made for going faster. And nowadays, I overheard a conversation the other day where they actually want to bring down the speed limits. So, yeah, I don't know how far in the process.
I'm going to protest.
I'll protest myself, because why not buy a fast car? No, just a joke. But yes, that is, unfortunately, if it's 60, stay to 60. Don't try racing, because you might kill someone, because it's within an area where you can't do 120.
Yeah.
Someone might just jump in front of you.
Remember, like we spoke earlier, 60 kilometers an hour, you can stop right here at 120. It takes you like 5 to 10 times the distance, if not more. Cool. Number 4, don't weave between lanes. So me and my wife were driving on the highway the other day, and there's a guy with a little Fiesta on the road, and the music is blaring. He's got obviously passengers with him, the vest and the arm is out, and they're doing this between the cars. The problem with that is, and I said to my wife, a car can do one thing at a time effectively. So you can accelerate, decelerate, or turn. when you're starting to do multiple things at the same time,
You need to be skilled.
you need to be skilled, and most cars aren't designed to handle that type of pressure and G-forces, tires, wet weather, dry weather, perhaps oil or sand on the road. If you're going to overtake, make sure it's safe, indicator on, overtake, do your thing, come back to the lane. The moment you do this, you might not have proper control over the vehicle, and you might lose the vehicle and then drive into someone. Never mind hurt yourself because you were reckless. Perhaps hurt someone innocent and someone that was on his way home from work.
Not even that. The inconvenience taking a car, being without a car, insurance claim.
Absolutely. Number 5, adjust your mirrors properly. Very important. Very, very
I
important.
don't think people actually use their mirrors. I do a lot of traveling and I can see people just going. You can never see them either looking, because you actually need to see that person just turning their head slightly, because you can really, your eye span
just go.
can't be that
They
big
just go.
to see from the one side to the other side. And you can't even see them looking up. They just go. And those mirrors are there. They've been there for ages. If they didn't work, they would have taken it off long ago.
Absolutely. So this is not an instance of ask for forgiveness is easier than asking for permission. Ask for permission first. Let everybody know what your intentions are, and then take
Especially a blind spot.
100%.
You have to turn around.
100%. Number 6, never drive sleepy or intoxicated, not even one beer. So I don't drink alcohol, you know that. I'm a firm believer, if you have alcohol and you get behind the wheel, you are slower. You know, you can challenge me respectfully. I'll debate this with anybody out there that thinks they're a better driver when they have alcohol in them. Even a single beer, your reaction is slower, your empathy levels are slower, your aggression is higher, your willing to take risks is through the roof. Your ability to judge and foresee a situation is non-existent. So if you're sleepy, rather pull into a safe location, put your head on the steering wheel, sleep for a bit at a garage, 2-3 hours, whatever the case might be, and then continue your journey. But definitely don't drive and fall
it's
asleep.
danger.
It's never mind. Again, I'm going to say you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt the people in the car. You might hit somebody that's innocent on their way to work, or family with kids and stuff. It's not cool. Number 7, sort out your distractions in the car. What do we have as a main distraction?
Newspaper,
A
makeup
newspaper.
for
What
the
else?
ladies.
Makeup. I've seen
cell
ladies,
phone.
coffee. Let me tell you, this girl, I need to stop her and like ask her, how do you do this? Coffee, makeup, and cell phone at the same time while driving. How does that work?
But that's why I've started with a newspaper. They really get. Move your stuff to the back seat or in your boot. Don't have anything on you next to you on the seat. The moment you get into a car with people around you, it makes it worse, because then you've already got a distraction, because they're going to keep on talking.
Agreed.
And now you're in a high traffic, or it's a high speed traffic situation. So just ask the passengers just for that second, just to calm down, because they don't realize. And driving with kids, for instance, it makes it worse. But when you're alone in the vehicle, that time is not time to be bored and start fiddling and doing. And yes, women do the makeup, women do the magazine next to them, the book next to them. Cell phone comes last, but that is obviously on the highest list. But just get rid of all the other things.
100%. I fully agree. Next one. Number 8. Hold the steering wheel properly. So a lot of people don't realize that, you know, having the gangster look looks cool,
You've got no control.
but you've got no control. You can't avoid a situation. Also, holding the steering wheel here, also you can't avoid an incident. 10 to 3, 10 to 2, 10 to 2 rather, not 10 to 3, 10 to 2 here, with your elbows bent slightly like this. So in case you need to avoid something left or right, you've got the opportunity to do it both ways, aggressively and quickly. And you can hold the steering wheel if you have to brake excessively, or if you're in an accident, you can hold the steering wheel to prevent, you know, your head hitting the actual steering wheel. It's very important.
That's one of the first things with the AMG course
They
that
teach
they
you.
actually
And seating
teach you.
position.
Yeah, and they complain about it. They would stop you if it's not right. They would call in on you if it's not right.
Yeah.
And you actually wonder, why is it important? But that's the exact reason, because you've got control over the vehicle.
Number 9, be smooth with all your driving inputs. Smooth, a car likes smooth, no fast jerking or reactions.
You do get people that actually never get over that.
Wow.
But you're scared to drive with people that, because when they get closer to the turning or the corner where they actually need to turn left or right, you already see, because people tend to, they just can't do that. They like that and even pull away, and they never get it right. And that is something you need to train yourself in. Go onto an open area where you're all by yourself and try. Just notice that you're doing that, because sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing it. But it's really like this. And it's not only dangerous that you might hit something next to the road doing that, but it's for people driving around you, they can actually see it.
Yeah, agree.
And they tend to look at it. And that's a danger for itself.
100%. Number 10, indicate to communicate. So when you indicate, it doesn't mean that you've switched on your indicator, you can go now. That's not how it works. You need to switch on your indicator and allow 2 to 3 seconds, preferably 3 seconds, before you make the move, so that the person can see your intention, make adjustments, and then allow you to come in. If someone's speeding, they'll see it, put on the brake if you've missed that distance, and then you can allow your car to get into that lane. So,
and with a safe space.
yeah, there's a certain brand of people, you know who you are, I'm not going to call you, but you guys know who you are. Let me tell you, we're very blessed. We drive lots of cars every day, and I've driven all different types of cars. For that brand driver, I promise you, the car will not explode if you use your indicator. So please use your indicators, boys and girls. You know which brand I'm talking about. If you don't, put in the comments below, I'll private message you. And then you know who you are. I don't need to say or call you out. Then go to advanced driving courses. If you can, if you have the opportunity or the means, it is the best thing that you can do. Do you agree with me?
The best experience ever.
Ever.
It's really those kind of things, holding a steering wheel.
Yes.
I've been driving
Yes.
for many years.
And getting into a situation where you lose control and you're on a skid pan, you don't know
Well,
what
there,
to do.
I can't lose control. Can you imagine on that speed losing control? So, and then once you leave there, you realize that this is really important. Of course, we all do it. You sit in the car, it's slow traffic, and you just hold on to it.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom.
Autopilot.
Autopilot. Put your hand right on top. Now, I know ladies tend to just put their hand right at the bottom.
And do their
got
makeup.
No, and they do their makeup. You've got no control.
No, you don't agree.
And only with those advanced driving. And it's not only AMG, BMW,
All of them
VW,
have it, yeah,
every
yeah.
single brand has got advanced driving.
And it saves you money on insurance. If you've got a cool insurance company, you can take it to them.
You
Yeah.
need to do it once a year.
Yeah.
But the tricks that we've learned over those
Controlling a
experiences
vehicle, yeah.
was just amazing.
Awesome.
I'll advise to anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you at least take 3 or 4 of these 11 tips that we shared with you and apply them to your driving skills that I'm sure you already have, that are honed. But if you like this type of content, please share with us or comment which was your favorite one. Also hit the like button and
Subscribe and ring the bell.
thank you very much. Take care everybody. Bye-bye.